say shock jock, John, do you regard yourself as a shock jock, or is what you do
or just a fat bastard?
Yeah, I think I say what I feel and what most people want to say, but are scared to say in politically correct Britain.
Oh, I'm too scared.
Shocking, I'm quite happy.
Let John say it for me.
What I want to be is the same as all those people who sort of infest Westminster, that little village, you know, where they're all either MPs or people who work in Parliament. You know,
well, because they're in Westminster.
I don't know about Westminster, I think they all live on the planet Zanussi, because they're totally disconnected to the rest of us. So I just say what I feel. If you like it, all well and good. If you don't, fair enough.
Well, I don't.
If you want to call me a shock jock, that's great.
No, I'll call you a fat incubus and a disgusting pervert. Fat cunt.
Are we in for a shock this afternoon? Awkward little collection of letters, weren't they?
Exactly right. I was a little bit concerned, because we had absorb, and then Susie said, Basho. I said, what do you mean? What does that mean? She looked at me and she said, it's a sumo wrestling term.
Yes, for fat men.
Sumo wrestling. Yeah.
As in, Basho your bishop, Gaunty.
Numbers round of the contest.
As in,
moment or two, we're off to Dictionary Corner. John Gaunty is our guest all this week. John,
hello, fat boy!
Yeah, kind of talking about the influence of technology, but I'm going to commit a bit of countdown blasphemy now. You said I was a shock jock, but I once worked with a radio producer who was more shocking than me. He had this theory.
More boring than you.
For programs like Countdown, no need to learn to spell and no need to
that's
learn
a good
how to
theory.
Because we've got calculators and spell checkers. Now, for me, of course, I was a much older chap than being 48.
She's disgusted at
and
you,
it's kind of
Gone.
anathema to me, because, you know, I don't know about you, Jeff. I learned by rote, and you had to know your times table every Monday morning.
Well, you fucking did. You can't even do 7 times 100, you fat piece of shit.
Tests every week as well.
You clown.
My performance this afternoon, I must have cheated quite often.
Well, you've been
But at least we did
your hand down your pants for the first 15 minutes, you fat lump of shit.
Susie, that if we're not careful, we're going to lose these skills. It's like people who say, oh, I'm doing the dictionary. You see them on a train, and they're clearly inputting...
Oh, shut up, you boring fat wasty. Yeah, she's bored of you. Still rabbiting on. She's disgusted with you, in fact.
Like we've lost having handwritten letters through the post being replaced by email. There's a place for email, but there's nothing better in the world, isn't there? Hearing a letter come through the letterbox.
What about a wank over Cheryl Cole? Is that not better than a handwritten letter? You fat piece of shit.
Get it anymore.
What, wanking over you wank over her 15 times a day, you fat cunt. I know you do. Fuck you.
And I think some farmers in Scotland complained and it all changed back again. Yeah, I hate it. I hate this period between
I hate you.
November, December, right?
You lump of
March,
dog
April,
turd.
And it's dark
You
in the morning,
festering incubus.
Dark when you come back from work as well.
You
I used to believe
grotesque
that
behemoth.
Adjustment thing.
You wanker.
Seasonal
fat
cunt.
cunt.
Nonsense, but I actually don't now. I actually think there is something in it. You need a bit of sun on your back, don't you? And a bit of light.
Yeah, let's start a campaign, shall we? Right here on Countdown.
Fuck you.
Again tomorrow.
Fuck
Susie,
you, Gone.
Rachel, we'll all be back bright in another dark December afternoon.